damn Saturday. How's everybody doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? How's everybody doing? We're chilling on a damn Saturday night. How is everybody doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? We are chilling on a damn Saturday night. College football's back. Man, freaking Ohio, Texas, man. I thought Arch Manning, especially in that first half, they were kind of protecting him a little bit. They kind of let it loose a little bit more in the third and fourth quarter. He did throw 2 interceptions. One got called back. They thought it wasn't completed, but he got kind of lucky there. But they actually continued to let him go downfield. He actually had a touchdown. Then goes to 25, 15-yard touchdown pass. At the end there, Pendejo faced the receiver on 3rd and 5 didn't catch the ball, and then the next possession, he almost got sacked. He was able to get rid of the football, but it was short of the first down, and that was kind of the story of the game too. That Ohio State did a good job on stopping them on 4th down. I think they got like 3 very key 4th down stops. That was very good too, but yeah, man, I don't know. After that first half, that they weren't doing too much with letting Arch Manning really. I don't know. They were kind of limiting him. What up, Ryan? Welcome to the show. How you doing, Ryan? How you doing tonight, man? We're chilling on a damn Saturday night, man. We're chilling on a damn Saturday night. What up, what up, what up, what up? What up? We chilling. Had a car. Oof. Damn, Ryan. I hope everything's okay. You were in a car accident. What happened? Like, are you healthy? Damn, that sucks. What about your car? Is it gonna survive your car? Is it a total loss or what? Damn, man. Holy frijoles. Damn, right, Ryan. I hope everything's okay, man. Holy frijoles. Oh. Man, oh man. Holy frijoles, man. But yeah, man, college football, man. LSU finally wins their first game with Coach Kelly versus Clemson. Good defensive game, 21-14. LSU wins. They actually came back and won the game. I was door dashing for extra money and was going to pick up and went uphill with cars parked in horrible spot where you can. Oof. Oh, so you crashed into a parking car because you didn't. Yeah, that's what happens when you didn't know exactly where you were going because you were door dashing. Damn. So it must have not been that too bad of a hit though if the other car was parked. But I'm happy everything's fine. What up, Juan Sanchez? Welcome to the show. How you doing, Sanchez? We are chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. We're chilling on a damn Saturday. He's crashing into cars that didn't. Yeah, well, he didn't know where he was going. It was the first time probably going to that place. And he probably didn't. He was probably confused and didn't see the car parked. Hey, man, we're just chilling here, Sanchez, enjoying the first day of college football. Hey, what up, Dan? Welcome to the show. How you doing tonight, Dan? How you doing tonight? We're chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. We are chilling, man. Yeah, man. First fun day of college football, man. It was exciting. Alabama got the shipping out of them, though. It is a blind spot, basically going. This hill, the neighbors said it happens like once a year. Damn. And they still don't move the vehicles. So it must be a very complicated situation if it happens at least once a year where somebody hits a car that's not even, that's crazy. No, the first half they didn't do much, man. They were kind of like game managing him. A lot of thinking dunks. They kind of opened it more in the second half, but he did throw 2 interceptions. One did get called back because it was like a diving catch, and they said he caught like the ball hit bounce off the ground, but it was technically two in my opinion. But they called it back. But he also had some nice throws. I think he what was it like 25, 15 yards, a touchdown he threw. But the very thing, but Ohio State, they did a great job on stopping them on fourth down. I think they had about 3 fourth down stops at Ohio State's defense. The 3rd and 5, man, it was like one of the last plays of the game. The receiver didn't complete the catch. He dropped it, and so it forced 4th and 5, and he almost got sacked. He was able to get rid of it, but not enough to get the first down, and that was basically the end of the game. 14-7 was the final score. Very defensive game. Go to sleep, Jody. You're getting tired, man. Do you think Don's will a top 5 draft pick? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's way too early, man. A lot of these, it's still early, man. Coop? Who's Coop? Shout out to you, Coop. I don't know, Ryan. Still only week 1, man. Gotta see how these players get better. The problem with, there's no preseason, so a lot of these players are rusty, man. Probably not gonna get really they're not really gonna probably start playing good football probably until like week 3, week 5. Once they get into a nice rhythm. Thank you, Jody. Yeah, have a good night, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night, man. Yeah, man. It was I don't know. I thought the same thing with he was part of the championship team at safety. He's already projected top 5. Was just leading if you agreed. Yeah, because sometimes they drop, dude. But he's probably still gonna be the thing is a lot of teams seem to, especially like the first like 10, 15 picks are always offensive players. Like quarterbacks and receivers and offensive linemen. But maybe he can be like yeah, so that's the thing. You have to be really good nowadays, Ryan, to be a top pick as a defensive player. You have to be really good. Like look at a few years ago, the Eagles got Quentin Mitchell, the best defensive or one of the best defensive backs at like 21 or something. And the reason that happened was because everybody kept getting the offensive players the first like 15, 20 picks. Everybody goes offense now. A little bit, Jody. I'm gonna be earlier on tomorrow, a lot earlier tomorrow. SmackDown. I thought John Cena and Logan Paul and John Cena, and then the McIntyre, Randy Orton. At the end, I guess, with Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa, Sami Zayn winning the United States Championship. Those are probably my best 3 parts. Josh Downs plays for the Colts. Yeah, I think he's gonna make it, but I don't think he's gonna be a top 5 pick, Ryan. But definitely gonna make it in the NFL. Yeah, I guess Travis Hunter doesn't fully qualify as a defensive draft. Yeah, I guess not, because he was a receiver as well. Yeah, he was a receiver. I'm gonna Reaper. You need to stop, dude. You're not. I'm not. I'm gonna start timing people out asking for mods. Like you guys aren't. You guys are not even on the channel. What up, T Money? Welcome to the show. Like it's a horrendous joke, man. It gives me like mother-in-law vibes. Like at a mother-in-law at a freaking family reunion. Like it's terrible, man. What up, Mick? Welcome to the show. How you doing, Mick? Reaper, you're done. I'm not gonna socialize with you, man. You know more than well. It takes more than a week to become a mod. Like you continue this, you're done. I'm not gonna. Yeah, Ryan. I think we're gonna have to take him out. We're gonna have to ban him. We gotta start banning people, honestly, guys. Like it's a waste of time. What up, Jacob? Welcome to the show. How you doing, Jacob? How you doing, man? How you doing, Jacob? We're chilling on a damn Saturday night. Pendejo face. Yeah, man, it's a waste of time, man, honestly. Guys, everybody that has a mod, they need to be banned. Like honestly, guys. You guys know that they're not hold on. Like it's trolls. Like that's a new rule, guys. If they ask for a mod and we never seen them before, they're done. I'm done with that shit. Why are you upset with college football, T Money? Like I'm tired of it, man. I really am. I watched Ohio State, Texas, and the LSU Clemson game. Those are the games I watched. We chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. Chilling on a damn Saturday night. Yeah, well, Mick, they didn't open it up for him. I think the coaches didn't want his self-esteem to go down. They started opening the more in the second half, but he threw some interceptions. He got one called back, right? But he did have some nice throws in the fourth quarter. That touchdown, what was it? 15, 25 yards. I think, Mick, I wouldn't panic too much. I thought part of it was just they didn't want to open it up, especially in that first half. We got to be a little bit more patient with it, Mick. It's the national champions. Like, I think they didn't want to open it up, man. They were afraid that if he sucked, it was going to mentally mess him up. So they rather just game manage him with thinking dunks. He did make the first throw. One of the first throws he did miss, Mick. He did miss some throws, but Mick, you have to understand, it's the national champions. Like, they're in Ohio State. You cannot be judging them off of this, Mick. You have to be more patient with it. I understand he had some bad misses, but I also thought that the coach, they didn't open it up until like maybe halfway through the third quarter. The Dodgers are a good team. They're a good team, man. I know Milwaukee's the best team with record-wise, but Dodgers are the world champions, man. Colorado, I didn't watch that game. News. It's only one game, man. This the national champions. Like, you guys got to be more patient with it. Do you realize Peyton Manning was trash his first year in the NFL? So it was like, guys, it's only one game. Guys, it's only one. If he turns out to suck, well, I mean, but only one game, guys. It's only one game. Let him figure it out. We can judge him again, like in November, December, January. Like right now, dude, the guy's first time starting. Like, well, not first time starting, but officially, like, he's the starting quarterback. Let's see how he does against a team that's not as good, and maybe he'll dominate them. And then I'm hoping he plays Ohio State sometime again, like in December, January, and maybe he'll look better. Yeah, that news. I think we got to see how he looks like in November, December, January. If he continues to look like that in like December, then yeah, then it's probably not that good. But it's literally the first game of the season, man. Peyton Manning was really, really bad his first year with Indianapolis. He was horrendous. He was horrendous, man. And then he turned it around. Yeah. I feel like pendejo vibes if you're only gonna call him trash over one game. You gotta give him more time than one game. I get he missed some easy passes, but you have to understand too that he could have been nervous. It was a combination of a lot of things. And that third the third and 5 towards the end, that was on the guy should have caught that ball. Then you put him in that final play, 4th and 5, he almost got sacked. The fact he got it off. Yes, Mick. We got to see the next few weeks. If he sucks again next week, then I think there's going to be a more conversation to have. But it's like playing the Chiefs for what's his name, Cam Ward. Of course, he's most likely not going to win. He got a really hard start to his career, having to play Ohio State. Let's see how he plays next week and then the following weeks. And then, like I said, hopefully in December, January, he plays Ohio again. And then he can redeem himself. Even if they don't win, he can at least redeem himself and have a much better game. But both Eli and Peyton were really bad at first. Like, they were horrendous. We chilling on a damn Saturday night, man. Alabama got destroyed. I couldn't believe it, man. It's over for them. They're not going to be able to compete with the NIL money. I think that's why Saban left, man. They know they don't have the money to compete. Well, they don't. I don't think they have the money to compete, Mick. That's why Coach Saban left. He knows that financially they can't compete. They can't compete with the NIL. Hit the damn like button, man. Yeah, the history with the Manning is they get off to slow starts. Peyton was horrendous his first year. He looked like a bust. Eli wasn't that impressive either. Yeah, the man. history says that, you know, this is kind of normal in a way. If you're comparing the start of his career to Eli and Peyton's. One of the things I would have liked to see a little bit more is like quarterback draws, right? If he was not gonna maybe get him going with the running game. But I don't know, man. We'll see if he gets better as the season goes on. We're chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. Man, when we don't have London, man, it's hard. He's like the table setter of the stream. He gets all the conversations going. It's kind of I feel like the chat is very stale. We chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Juan Sanchez. I appreciate it, man. That's where I belong, damn it. As a star. We chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. What about baseball? I see the Yankees they're catching up, man. Toronto, it's a tough situation right now with Toronto having to play Milwaukee and the Yankees playing the White Sox. Today, what did I eat? I had pasta today. I had pasta. You already know, man. I belong on the green screen, man. You already know. Yep, that's what we are just talking about, Packer. How Yankees are gonna catch up this week because of Toronto's playing Milwaukee and the Yankees are playing the White Sox. Eli Peyton, Archie, all first and second picks and draft college players of the year award too many Pro Bowls to count. Yeah. Yeah, man, they're really good. And look, I have a feeling that Peyton, I don't know about Eli. I don't know how much of a film guy Peyton is. Excuse me, Eli is. But I know, Peyton for sure is going to call him during the week and give him advice. This is where you messed up. This is what you got to work on. I'm pretty sure Peyton Manning is going to be coaching them up. Maybe as soon as tomorrow, he'll give him a call. Oh, Rex, I'm so sorry, man. Oh, my Lord. No, you're back in Mexico? Man. Eli getting 2 Super Bowls on Brady while he had the most yards in single playoff run as well. Yeah, man. Eli Manning, man. He was very clutch in the playoffs, man. That was his thing. I thought he was going to low-key do it again in, 2016? But remember, that was when the receivers went to Miami. They were not even that focused. But low-key, I thought he was going to go on another run in 2016. Because remember, that was the thing, right? Every 4 years. 2011, 2007, 2011. So I'm like, oh, here we go again. But the damn receivers were messing around partying in Miami. That year, I think the Super Bowl ended up being, Atlanta, New England, right? That was the infamous 25-point comeback by Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, I believe. So it would have been again, Eli versus Brady in 2016 if the Giants would have had their shit together. That would have been wild. I think in basketball is like the only sport where you see like the same teams match like Cleveland and the Warriors kept matching up in the finals. That was like what, like 3-4 times. Yes, man. We're turning Miami tomorrow. We'll see how it goes, man. Hopefully that's a good game tomorrow. Llegué esta mañana a El Salvador. Estoy quedándome con mi tía. Uf, Rex, muy buena suerte con todo. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Yeah, Ryan, I think they were only 9-7. It was 18-0 versus 9-7. It might be the biggest upset in sports, low key. 18-0 versus 9-7. It was crazy, man. I couldn't believe it. It was freaking crazy. And like I don't know, man. Belichick kind of did his thing, right? He held them to only 17 points. Like Brady and the offense kind of let them down. Right? Because I think the final score was 17-14. The offensive line was the one that let him down. They couldn't protect him from that Giants defense. Hit the damn like button, guys. If we can believe we can succeed, all we got to do is believe. Guys, especially tonight, man. We don't have our point guard tonight, London Macaron. So we're without our facilitator, our table setter. So we're kind of just making out of chicken salad tonight. I don't know if London's gonna come on tonight. So yeah, man, he's our table setter. He does a great job of like getting conversation started on here. So right now we're kind of just all like trying to figure out how to keep the conversation going on tonight. We're chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. Look at me, I'm in pendejo mode. We're 30 minutes in and I haven't even put the green screen. Low key, I'm in pendejo mode a little bit tonight. On a damn Saturday night. Yo, unos de los fuimos. Lo siento mucho, Rex. Lo siento mucho que les pasó eso. Ojalá que puedan llegar con sus familias pronto. A sus países. Yeah, I just realized, Mick, I haven't put the green screen up, man. I haven't put the green screen. I usually put the green screen like within the first like 5 minutes. And we're like 30 minutes in, I haven't even put the green screen. You know, like if I was really like a nerd, I would probably every week make a new, like every stream and maybe put like like the scores or something, or like the stuff we're gonna mainly talk about. But man, I'm just, it would take me forever, man. It's gonna cause me a headache. But I'm sure like other people would do that if they, like more like smarter people. Every day they would probably have a different background. Like tonight would be maybe like all the college football scores. Maybe on Thursday would have been Micah Parsons trade. Stuff like that. Yeah, Mick, way too much work. It would be too stressful for me, man. Way too stressful. I watch those streams on Twitch. Like, they be like watching the video on the screen and then they put themselves on the top of like, I'm like, how the hell do you do that? Like Lacey today, he was reacting to a video and he had himself on the top of the corner, and then the rest of the screen was the video. I'm like, how do you do that? But dude, imagine the views I could actually get if I would be able to do that and react to other stuff. Like, I think imagine the stuff we would be able to react to. We're chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. Chilling on a damn Saturday night. Yeah, Mick. I don't think I could ever get that all technology to work. I don't think I could ever do that. I would have to find like a friend that wants to be like my co-host. That's the only way that could ever happen for me. If I ever have found somebody to like do the stream with me and they can take care of all the technology stuff. We chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. Chilling on a damn Saturday night. I think both Houston and Seattle lost today, right? What about the Dodgers and the Padres? We chilling, we chilling, we chilling, we chilling, we chilling. Chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, Mick. I don't know. I saw the Mariners and the Astros lost, but I don't know what happened to the Padres and the Dodgers. Dodgers lost? They lost again to Arizona? Damn. Yeah, I know both Houston and Seattle lost. Only scored one run? Damn. That's terrible. Yeah, man, it's yeah, yesterday was Zach Gallen, right? But today I didn't think the pitcher was that good for Arizona. That's crazy how they swept the Cincinnati and now they're struggling with Arizona. That's like so crazy how it works. Yeah. I think outside of Zach Gallen, the pitching is horrendous. Right? Outside of Zach Gallen. So I thought for sure they're gonna win today and Sunday. Now that Zach Gallen had already pitched. I'm like, damn, man, that sucks, man. I don't know, man. I just don't think they get motivated to play like the bad teams. Even Zach Gallen is bad. He had an ERA over 5. Damn, did he really? Damn. And he pitched good yesterday. Your name is Brett Favre. Yeah, I don't know, man. See, the Yankees have the opposite problem. The Yankees beat up on the shitty teams. Like, but then they play the good teams and they lose. That's more normal. The Mets too, right? The Mets are like the Dodgers. The Mets, they'll beat the Mariners and the Phillies, but then they lose to like the Nationals and the Marlins. We chilling on a dam. Yeah, Mets lost to the Marlins. Yeah, they lost two. They lost two so far, I think. Thursday and today. So tomorrow, best case scenario, they'll split it 2-2. And same thing happened a few weeks ago. They beat Seattle 2 out of 3 times, but then I think they lost to Washington 2 out of 3 times. Like they beat the good teams, but then they struggle versus the bad teams. I think some teams just don't get motivated, man. Especially now late in the year, right? Everybody's just trying to make it to the finish line as healthy as they can. I don't think they go 100% with teams like Washington, Miami, and like Arizona. You see the White Sox have hurt players now. Both Luis Roberts and Miguel Vargas are hurt. So they already suck, and now they got injuries. Also, I think their third baseman got hurt too, Colson Montgomery. No, he ran into his hand. He was playing first base, and he ran into his hand. I think it was the wrist. He hit a grand slam, and then the next inning, Judge accidentally hurt him. I'm like, tell me you have bad luck without telling me you have bad luck with the White Sox, man. He just hit a grand slam, and then how many times have we seen that happen where they break their hands with that play? A first baseman pretty much gets run over by the runner and gets his hand. Oh my Lord. You know that happened years ago to Derek Lee, and he was never the same player again. I think he had 47 home runs the year before, and then he came back, but he was never the same player again. No, it's an accident, Mick. It's an accident. And I think, too, what happened is Vargas is still kind of learning how to play first, because he was at third, but now they put him when they traded Andrew Vaughn to Milwaukee, they moved him from third to first. So I think he's still figuring out how to play first, and so I think he stuck his hand out like that. I don't know what the hell he was doing, and I think some of it might have been just lack of experience of still not completely figuring out how to play first base. Yeah, Jacob, I was about to message my uncle Miguelito, and then I'm like, oh no, pendejo, that's not until next week. I got so excited watching college football that I was about to start like, oh, what are we going to do tomorrow for the picks? And I'm like, no, idiot, that's not until I'm like, oh my Lord. I got so excited because that's how I always do it. At Saturday nights, we start doing our picks. But yeah, man, on Thursday, man, we kick off NFL. It's going to be fun, man. And then we got a game on Friday. I pick him for him, Mick. I pick him for him. He loves the Miami Dolphins, so I always have to like tell him, hey, that you're not gonna win that game. And we go back and forth. Last year I got really mad at him because we do like points. I think it's like, I don't know exactly how it works, but I think it's like 33 points, and then you have to like, but if you feel really confident about a game, you put a bunch of points into it. And so last year, I think he put like 15 points on the Chargers Texans game. And I'm like, I think the Chargers are going to win that game. But I did not like that. I think he put like 11 points. And you know what happened? Texans won. I got so mad at him. I'm like, why the hell did you put 11? They were playing in Houston. Oh, my Lord. We ended up losing a bunch of, I think we lost first place because of the points we lost. Have a good night, Jacob. Thank you for stopping by, man. Thank you for stopping by, Jacob. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, my Lord. We're chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. We're without our facilitator tonight, London Macaron. I kind of feel like Stephen A. Smith on First Take without the moderator, Molly. So your uncle doesn't know? He knows, but for some reason, he loves the Chargers and the Dolphins. I don't know why it is, but the Chargers and the Dolphins, I don't know why. I think it's because Dan Marino, but I don't know why he loves the Chargers so much. Were the Chargers like good in like the 80s and 90s? I don't know. Yes, I saw that, Ryan. I saw that. But I think it's the same production company as Gilbert Arenas. I don't think it's gonna be Gilbert Arenas. I forgot who it was, but they're gonna use the same studio. But I don't think it's with Gilbert Arenas. Like Shannon Sharp announced yesterday that he's gonna let the people that do his show, they're gonna help Joe Haven and James Harrison start a podcast. So I think that's what's happening. He's gonna let Gilbert Arenas is gonna let his people help Skip Bayless start a show with some. I forgot who it was. Yeah, Meg. He loves the Dolphins and the Chargers. He loves them. He was trying to convince me to pick the Dolphins to be the Chiefs in that playoff game last year. Remember, it was like fucking 5 degrees. He wanted to pick them. No, I don't think so, Mick. I think he's out of there. He bailed out of jail. I don't know if they're gonna do like a court thing. I don't know, but he's back to doing his YouTube show. But yeah, that's cool that these guys help. They'll like let the people that help them like edit their videos. They'll help them get another podcast started. That's cool by guys like Shannon and Gilbert helping guys like Skip and Joe Haven and James Harrison. Yeah, Mick. He texted me last year. We got Quinn Ears. He's from Texas. Texas had a really good season. I'm like, no, dude. He got him in like the 7th round. I'm like, no, Uncle Miguelito, you do realize it was the 7th. Like, unless it's like a Tom Brady situation, there's a reason they picked him that in the 7th round. He was super excited for Quinn Ears because he thought because they had a good season. I'm like, no. Yeah, so I always have to coach him. I always have to like convince him. But it's those teams mainly that he's always like arguing about. Dolphins and Chargers. I don't know why. And then he messes up sometimes, and he'll put like the wrong team. I tell him, I'm like, we're gonna go with the Patriots, and he'll put like he'll mess up and accidentally put. I'm like, and then the Patriots win, but then we lose. I'm like, Miguelito, come on. The Dolphins got a Miami. What up, Sanchez? Welcome to the show. how you doing, man? He went to the Dolphins. Sanchez. We started college football this week, and yeah, NFL comes back on Thursday. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I cannot wait for football, man. Football is back. It goes so fast too, man. I low-key did fall asleep in the halftime though of the LSU game because the halftime is so long for college. But other than that, I thought it went really fast. I'm like, before you knew it, it went from like 1 o'clock to like 10 o'clock. I'm like, damn. We chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. Real football started in the English league. Who you think is going to be the top rusher? Maybe Mike. Oh, running? I don't think it's gonna be Shaquan again. I don't think so. Damn. I don't think it's gonna be neither Derek or Hendry or Shake. You guys think about? I don't think so, right? Who else could it be? Isn't the Rams have a good one, right? Miles Sanders. He's on the Cowboys. I saw he's on the Cowboys now. Miles Sanders. How did Miles Sanders look in Carolina these last few years, though? Does he still have it? Maybe. I mean, he could be good, man. Yeah, but did he look explosive when he got a hold? That's what I'm saying. Like when they actually when they open, I know I'm pretty sure Carolina's offensive line is not that good, but I'm assuming there were times where they actually did open up a hold. How did he look running through the hole? Did he look explosive? Yeah, Mick, but still, you can still watch film and see they had to occasionally open up a hole for him, and like that's what I'm looking at. Does he? Because that's the thing with running backs, man. By year 5, 7, DeMarco Murray, dude, he was fried by year 5. That's the thing with running backs, man. So let's see how he looks. But you guys are gonna have a good offense, I think, with CeeDee Lamb, Ferguson, Pickens, Miles Sanders. I think if you can stay healthy, you might be involved in some shootouts with that high power offense. Yeah, but the Eagles sucked back then. No, he had some good Mick. Didn't they go to the Super Bowl with Miles Sanders? They went to the Super Bowl in like 2022. What are you talking about, Mick? He was on that 22 team, wasn't he? No, Mick, because then he went to the Titans and he still sucked. That's why Jerry Jones let him go, because he knew he was fried. Because then, remember, he went to the Titans, right? And he still didn't do that good. He was never the same player anymore. It was the next year, Mick. He got pissed at Chip Kelly because he didn't want to go downhill. He kept running him east and west. He asked for the trade right away. It was only 1 year, Mick. Only one season. He played for Dallas for like 4 years. Only one with the Eagles, and then he went to Tennessee. He got pissed at the Eagles because They didn't run downhill. They wanted to run east and west with Chip Kelly's system. It was only 1 year with Philly. He he was a he was a he didn't even want to sit with the teammates the last few games. He kept sitting alone, so they had to get him out of there. He wouldn't like sit on the bench, and then in the plane he would sit all the way in the back. Daniel Cormier was saying he would have whooped Brock Lesnar's ass in the day. I don't know, man. Brock Lesnar, like when he left in 2000 and what was it, 11, and then he came back for that Mark Hunt fight. Remember, he got in trouble for supposedly taking steroids. So I don't know, man. I think it's a good possibility. I know there was like some good hype about him fighting John Jones and Daniel Cormier, but it never happened. I don't know, dude. I don't think he would have won neither of those fights because I don't think he was fully committed to the UFC anymore, man. He didn't have the training anymore, probably. You know, if he had to take was it ever proven or not that he took steroids for that fight he had with Mark Hunt? I think it was, wasn't it? Dun, 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 dun. That was crazy though that Vince McMahon let him do the UFC fight, meanwhile being signed to a WWE contract. Who would have thought though that probably like years later though they were going to be a partnership? See, but now Brock Lesnar's too old. I think he's like 47. He's too old to do UFC now. They haven't done shit with the UFC and the WWE. So much for crossovers. Supposedly Dana White was gonna let some of the UFC guys do WWE stuff, but they've only done like crowd stuff, I think. Or like they get an interview with the crowd. It's because it would only be a one-way partnership. Like I feel like obviously most of the WWE wrestlers are not going to get in the UFC, so that's why I don't think it's they Ghost. The UFC is real, you moron. What are you talking about? Oh my lord! I remember they were planning WWE guys in the crowd. Yeah. The thing is that like most of the outside of Brock Lesnar, like even CM Punk, right? He did a few fights with the UFC, but he didn't have success. Bobby Lashley, he did MMA, but he never did a UFC. But I think he had good success, didn't he? Bobby Lashley. They were trying to make a beef with Undertaker. Oh, I remember that, right? Because he said that he worked hard enough. I remember that, Ryan. Yeah, I think Errol Hawani said, is there beef or something?" He's like, "I don't think he works hard enough." I remember that. And then he ended up breaking his streak. And I think in the interview, I think if you hear the Undertaker tells him, "You want to go?" I think he told them, right? Imagine that would have been a viral moment if they actually want to get into a fight. Brock Lesnar and Undertaker at that UFC event. A guy from my hometown fought Bobby Lashley named John Oates It's on YouTube. Lashley whooped his ass. Damn. Yeah, Bobby Lashley did pretty good in the MMA. I don't know why he never got into the UFC. I don't know why he never got into the UFC, dude. I don't know, Mick. I think he got kicked out. I can't see his stuff anymore. I don't know, Mick. I don't know. I don't know about him, dude. He's not. Maybe a troll. But yeah, that's crazy how they let CM Punk fight in the UFC, but they didn't give Bobby Lashley a chance. Ain't no way Lashley was going to pass a. Oh, you think that's what it was? That's why they didn't let him the UFC. They thought, yeah, I can see that. And back then, I think Bobby was doing like TNA, right? He wasn't even doing WWE. So he probably wasn't getting drug tested at all when he was in TNA. Bobby Lashley probably had horrible cardio. Yeah. Well, that's what happens too, right? When like look at that boxer Dante Wilder. Um, he knocked out everybody, right? But then he had that big fight with Tyron Fury, and he started getting tired. That'll be happening to guys, man. They be ending their fights within like the first 3 rounds, and then they actually get a good fighter, and they don't have the cardio to go the distance. Hey man, I think we're a few weeks away from that fight, right? Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford. I think it's like a few weeks away. If you're done with your ex, move on to the next. The only ex I want is extra money. When you put on all that muscle, it still needs a lot of oxygen. Everybody has Terrence Crawford. Everybody has Terrence Crawford. Like it's crazy. September 13. So it's coming up, man. It's coming up. It is coming up. Most people are going with Terrence Crawford, Juan Sanchez. Most people I hear are going with Terrence Crawford. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a good fight, man. Like from like on paper, it has like it's probably the fight of the year. But let's see if it lives up to it. Exactly. It's gonna be an actual fight. They're the same size, and Crawford has the better skill set. Fights from both stands. I don't know. Crawford, I think it's still in his prime. I think Canelo's like at the tail end of his prime. So I think Crawford might win. Canelo should get motivated though, because everybody's saying that Crawford's gonna win. No. Wait, I thought Canelo's older. Canelo's like what, 35, right? I thought Canelo Alvarez was the older guy. Jesus Christ, he's 37? Oh my Lord, I thought he was younger. Okay, so and I think Canelo Alvarez is like 35. Yeah, okay. Oh, damn, I thought Crawford was like 31. Jesus Christ, he's 37? Holy frijoles. Yeah, 37 and 35. What you guys think about the fucking Jake Paul what's his name? Tank Davis. What the hell? Me Too should be one of the better fights of the. Hopefully, it lives up to the potential, Brian. Hopefully, it lives up to the potential. Hopefully, man. Canelo Alvarez has been more active than Crawford, and Canelo has like 20 more fights than Cam. But I'm excited for the Jake fight. Yeah, dude, that shit's crazy. It's Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. It's in November. I think November 15. November 15, man. Those are like the big. I don't know if, because I don't think Tyson. I haven't heard anything from Tyson. Is Tyson Fury have anything coming up? I think Jake Paul might be too advanced now with his skills for KSI. He has a lot more experience now. KSI is still too focused on his music and social media. Okay. So those are like the biggest fights left then. Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford and Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. It's interesting, Mick, because it's 6-1 versus 5-5. But I think he's undefeated, Tank Davis, right? What's his record? I think he's like 31-0, isn't he? Oh, but he didn't fight. It was just the event. No, Mick. Tank Davis is like 31-0. Tank Davis is 30. The problem is he's only 5'5", and Jake is like 6'1". I mean, he fights UFC fighters, right? Because they're not necessarily jobbers like Nate Diaz. Who else did he fight? Nate Diaz. He fought that one guy, Perry, from Knuckle. What's it called? Bare knuckle fighting, and then Anderson Silva. But they're past their prime. Plus, they're UFC fighters. Yeah, and Tank is only 5'5", and Jake is 6'1". Mick, they had to go to Atlanta because a lot of states were not allowing the fight because of the size difference. So one of the only places that allowed the fight was Atlanta. Jake Paul actually turned into a respectable lower level pro boxer. Who do you think is gonna win that fight between Tank Dell and Jake Paul, Ryan? But it's smart to build up him name. And Mike Tyson. Oh yeah, Mike Tyson. Yeah. I mean, those are like his most famous opponents, I think. Anderson Silva, Mike Tyson, and Nate Diaz. I thought Nate Diaz was gonna get him, honestly. But Nate Diaz doesn't have any boxing experience. He's a UFC fighter. You think it's gonna be a draw? Yeah, Mick, that's what they had to go to Atlanta because, like, I think LA and Las Vegas, they said we can't sanction. Hell, I don't even think Atlanta sanctioned it. It's gonna be an exhibition. They couldn't get it to be an actual fight because of the weight and size difference.
Nate Diaz is good boxer, but he was injured going. Oh, is he really? I honestly don't have any idea. Yeah, man.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that one. But first, we got Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford.
Nate Diaz used to train with Andre Ward, former world champion. Did he really? Man, that happens all the time, man.
What do you guys think about the fighters always? So like, I think Manny Pacquiao said he had a broken shoulder when he fought, or like a tear ligament in his shoulder when he fought Mayweather, and then Canelo Alvarez said he had a broken hand when he fought Dimitri Bivol. You guys think that's true? They actually have those injuries? Dude, Mick, I'm gonna have to be Andy Reese, man. That's what I'm gonna have to like train with, Andy Reese. I'm gonna have to upset him the way Andy Reese upset Anthony Joshua back in the day.
It's really a good matchup. Devontae Davis, I think, has the power to knock Jake out and obviously better skills, but Jake definitely has the knockout power as well. Yeah.
Remember, if you watch that fight with Mayweather, Mayweather was struggling connecting with like some of the punches because Logan Paul was like 6'3", and I think Mayweather's only like 5'9".
Andre Ward said that Nate Diaz brothers were one of the best boxers he spared. He was very complimentary about their southpaw. Oh, really? I see Tank maybe stick in moving against Paul.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of size difference, man.
6'1" versus 5'5". That's a huge size difference, man. It really is.
It really is, man.
If I had to bet, I would say they don't go for the knockout, and it's really more of an exhibition with Jake getting the win to keep the money. Okay, the money hike going.
It's an exhibition, though. Are they gonna name a winner?
He's gonna have to jump to hit him in the face. Yeah, that's the thing, man. I remember Mayweather struggled hitting with some of the punches, angles. He kept hitting him in the shoulder because he couldn't get all the way to the top because Logan's 6'3" and Mayweather was only like 5'9". Going to end in a draw.
I don't think there's gonna be a winner, guys. It's an exhibition. I don't think they are. They gonna name a winner?
I don't even think they're gonna name. It's only an exhibition. I heard that no boxing. Yeah, no. That's what I was just saying, Juan Sanchez. That nobody wanted to sanction it.
That's why they're fighting Atlanta too, because nobody wanted to do anything in like Los Angeles and Las Vegas.
Yes, it's an exhibition for entertainment. Doesn't go on their records. Name a winner, but it doesn't count on anything. They're gonna name a winner still.
What's Jake Paul's like 11-0, I think. Oh no, 11-1. But a lot of those fights were against like, I think Nate Robinson and wasn't there like a YouTuber there as well? Gibbs or some shit.
Like his first 3 fights were like against, I think, 2 YouTubers and Nate Robinson. Yeah, Gibbs. He fought some social media guy named Gibbs. So yeah, like one said, highly likely a draw, or they'll just give it to Jake. Yeah, those were his three. Those were his three. Those were his first 3 fights as a professional boxer. Gibbs, Nate Robinson, and Ben Ackren. Yeah, I think he's a social media guy. Gib. He beat that guy from the Ace family, the YouTuber, Austin McBroom. That was a little bit more real though, wasn't it? He got a little bit more competitive, but then at the end he knocked him out flat on the ground. Those were probably his most impressive knockouts, I think. Nate Robinson and Tyron Woodley. Anderson Silva, Nate. Well, Austin McBroom. I think he 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 saw Jake doing it in KSI, and he said, "I'm gonna do it too," because Austin McBroom was like a very good college basketball player. So he said, "I'm an athlete too. So if the Paul brothers are doing it, I'm gonna do it too." But he wasn't successful, man. I think he beat I think he beat Bryce Hall, but then he lost to Gibbs, and then I think he lost to him. He might have lost more than once. I think he broke his ankle in one of them too. I don't know how that. I never seen a fucking boxer break their ankle in my life. Yeah, Austin. He beat Bryce Hall, and then he lost to Gibb. The Pelosi's versus was supposed to be craziest MMA fight in a long time. Ooh, hopefully it doesn't happen with Canelo and Terrence Crawford. He only did it for the money. Ryan, I was heated after the DDP match, but it did have his way with him. What up? How you doing, man? Welcome in. I don't think he paid the fighters from the undercard. I remember he didn't pay them, right? All the fighters that fought on the undercard, they didn't even get paid. I don't know. I think it's like a different country. I don't. The ladders are like weird. Oh my lord. Yeah, I don't know how the hell X. Yeah, that might be different ladders. I am so apologize. Yeah, Kamat wrestling is insane. I think they need to start looking for more significant strikes when on the ground or stand up a little more. That was, yeah. I remember that they're saying the UFC is going to go to the shithole with all these mat wrestlers. They got to go back to like the Conor McGregor stand-up strikers. Yeah, I remember that, Mick. I remember that. The fans were really pissed off. They said they're getting tired of the mat wrestlers, and they want more like stand-up strikers. Maybe they should go to like Puerto Rico and Mexico. Maybe guys that want to be boxers. I don't know. I like dominant wrestlers, but they have to strike too. Yeah, Khabib. But a lot of people, they want to see they want to see like the punching and kicking. Tony won. Well, that's what Khabib did when he fought McGregor, right? The first few rounds, he actually brawled with him, and then finally he put him in that chokehold to submit him. Tony Ferguson. Because now UFC really need, like, this is their chance, man. They're only going to be charging $13 a month on Paramount. They got to put the best product possible if they want to take their company to the next level. I like blend of striking, ground, and submission. It looks like the pay-per-views are pretty much gone now, right, Ryan? Everything's going to be on streaming services starting next year. Mariah mixes up. It's actually, I mean, I rather pay a $10, $15 subscription than $70. Stephanie. Oh, she was promoting yeah, for Netflix. She said that if you get one, you can watch Netflix which is crazy because I think internationally, if you watch Netflix out of the US, you get the pay-per-views for free. But Juan Sanchez, I was looking a little bit today at the ESPN app, and it looks like if you have cable TV, it's gonna be free. I was looking at it today for the college football games, and it looks like it is gonna be free. I mean, we'll see next month when it officially starts. But for now, it might actually be free as long as you have some type of cable provider. That's what I was looking at, man. You gonna buy the I think it's free, Mick. We were looking at it today, and it looks like it's free. I'm streaming everything pay-per-view. They've lost their mind with prices. It's gonna be on Paramount for $13. Ryan, for $13. Guys, I'm not completely sure, but I don't even think you need to buy that. I think it's gonna be free as long as you have a cable provider. You just put your information on the app, and it gives it to you for free. Juan Sanchez, do you not have cable? You don't have cable, man? Yeah, then okay. Then yeah, you're gonna have to pay $30. Yeah, okay. I'm not completely sure, but it does seem like as long as you can prove that you have cable and you put your account's information on the app, for what I saw today, it looks like it's gonna be free. The problem, Mick, with me is that I usually don't watch them live. So the pirate streams don't work for me because I'm gonna have, you know what I mean, Nick? That's why I'm not the biggest. It would be like a last option for me, the pirate streams, because I like watching the replay. I have a basic cable package and Amazon Prime. Just stream all games and play paper. You can probably get it for free on ESPN
if you put your information, your password on the ESPN app, Ryan.
Not the.
Well, I have DirecTV. Nutmeg. I don't need YouTube TV. I have DirecTV.
I have DirecTV. Yeah, Mick, but
Why would I get both?
like
I already have DirecTV. If I get YouTube TV, then I'm gonna have to pay $30 for ESPN for the pay-per-views.
you know what I mean?
If I get rid of my DirecTV and get YouTube TV, then I am gonna have to pay $30 to watch WWE on ESPN.
I don't think so, Mick.
I think you have to have cable, is what it says. You have to have cable. I think that's what it says. If you're on YouTube TV, I think you have to pay $30. I might be wrong, but I think it needs to be cable for you not to have to pay the $30. YouTube TV actually isn't their relationship with ESPN horrendous at the moment? Didn't they say something that they don't even have a contract for the start of September? Yeah, I thought I saw something a few days ago that there's fear that ESPN and YouTube TV might not even have a contract for the start of NFL season. Is it Fox? Okay, I thought it was ESPN. Okay, it's Fox. Okay. Okay, I thought it was. I thought it was ESPN. We chilling on a damn Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder how that works though. How would it like how do they make money off of it though? If you have I don't know how that would work. If you have cable TV, it's kind of that's why I'm not sure if it's free or not. Because how does the ESPN get the money from the people that have cable? Because that paycheck it goes directly to DirecTV, right? With the ads, okay, sponsorships. No, probably the replay, Sanchez, because my dad's not gonna want to watch it. My dad watches only like the huge shows, like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and SummerSlam. He's not gonna want to watch that. So probably gonna watch. It's gonna actually be the final pay-per-view on Peacock tomorrow, man. Final pay-per-view on Peacock because next month they're moving to ESPN. The contract with cable companies, okay. Yeah, you gotta work, man. You gotta work. You gotta work. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, it makes a lot of sense for you to watch it. Yeah, absolutely, man. And you know what I realized, Juan Sanchez? I don't know if you ever watched the replay on Peacock, but there does seem to be a little bit less ads on the replay. And then Netflix, sometimes, not all the time, on the replay, they added the commercials out.
No commercials, but it depends. I don't know why. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. It does seem to go a little bit faster with the replay. There's not as many ads. But I love watching the promos. Ah, okay. I watched Summers. I think I only watched like 2 live, I think, the whole year. Because I couldn't even watch WrestleMania live this year because of the NBA playoffs. I watched Netflix replay and it just showed. Yeah. But dude, this Monday they were showing everything. I don't know why. They were taking like 3-minute commercial break ads. I don't know if it's because the show was in England, but I was getting pissed. Oh man, after John Jones, low key might be Khabib, man. Low key might be Khabib. He was unstoppable, man. I was late to watch this week, so I didn't get to. Yeah, Juan Sanchez. This past Monday, oh my lord, it took me almost. Oh man, I was getting a little bit frustrated. They were taking like 3-minute commercial breaks. I'm like, what the fuck? George St. Pierre Paul. What was his record? George St. Pierre Paul. Wait, no, I always call him. He had 2 lose. Okay, I think John Jones has 1, right? John Jones has 1 lost. Mighty Mouse was really good. Anderson Silva, but I don't know. That was another good one. Anderson Silva. Chuck Liddell. Those are like the biggest, like, yeah, but John Jones also felt all right. So that's why you're going with George St. Pierre? Because he never lost a drug test. Oh, he fell 1-2 Anderson Silva. Yeah, it's a stain. It's like in baseball. Everybody, I think, outside of Albert Pujols failed a drug test in baseball, too. Khabib only defeated his title 3 times, and the only reason I don't have him as my GOAT. Yeah, he retired early, man. He retired early. He definitely had a lot more to fight for, but he retired early. You want tacos with the hair? What the hell? He would have failed the age test. You don't like Khabib? Damn. Guys, I'm going to get off in about a few minutes. It's getting a little bit late. I actually went kind of long tonight. You respect them? What are the rumors? That he wasn't the age? I mean, that has happened in sports. Didn't that pitcher do it? Remember Fausto Carmona from Cleveland? They didn't say he was like 5 years younger than he really was. Yeah, it has happened, Mick. Remember that pitcher, Fausto Carmona? I think he was 5 years older than what he had said. They put a picture not too long of a guy saying that he was I forgot what it was. They said he looks pretty young for being 25. And I don't know who it was. I can't remember now. John Jones with all those failed tests for drug and plus eye pokes and trying to kick people knees. John is cheap and his hit and run is one of them on Jesus Christ. Oh, he had domestic violence issues. Damn. Holy frijoles, man. Holy frijoles. Jesus Christ. I think all these people, low-key, they're too aggressive, right? All the these UFC fighters, and they end up having problems in real life. Oh yeah, of course he's really good. Yeah, it's like the thing in baseball with the steroids too. Like, if you look at that generation from like the 90s and early thousands, outside of like our Pujols, they all failed a drug test. Guys, I'm gonna get off in about a minute. One more minute. We did a good stream tonight, man. No, I think he felt one too, Mick. Raha Jackson's situation is well, waiting to see what happens. I think he felt one too, man. He already got booked, Ryan, for another wrestling show. I saw. He already got booked for another wrestling show. Another smaller promotion booked them. Yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys staying with me tonight. London Macaron, our table setter wasn't on tonight, and I thought like the first 30 minutes the stream was kind of stale, but then we got ourselves going. I thought the boxing and the UFC conversation carried tonight. For some reason, I don't know, you guys not big college football fans. So yeah, I was kind of like, I'm not sure what to do. You guys weren't really following the football stuff, so I kind of was not sure whether to share one I watch. But then I think what saved us was started talking about UFC and boxing. Thank you guys for the talk. Always appreciate. Yeah, man. That had to be a internet troll. Ain't no way. Yeah, dude, they're already promoting him again. It's crazy. Imagine if it was all fake. You never know with wrestling, man. You never know, man. You never fucking know, man. Wrestling is NFL, NBA, boxing, UFC. You know me. Yeah, Ryan, I realized that you didn't give. I didn't even think you watched the game, right? That Texas game. But anyways, guys, I'm out. Have a good night, everybody. Tomorrow's gonna be a short stream though, but we'll probably do like an hour.